Mr. Monty coming back at you. Another quick video. Question is, okay, what is Back Row Ministry? What is this movement we're talking about? We're talking about real hip hop movement. So Back Row Ministry is something I started way back in, I could say about 97, 98. I was in a group called EOP, Elements of Pride, with my man Khalid Horace. Shouts out to Horace. He was the guy who pretty much, got me started. Uh, you know, we were both rappers. He was a lot better. His flow was a lot tighter, but we got together. He had the EOP thing, Elements of Pride. I jumped on that, and we started out little talent shows, but nothing didn't really take off from that. So for a while, I really didn't do a lot. And about 95, 96, I came with this idea of BRM Back Row Ministry. So I said, let me go back in the studio. Let me put some stuff down. I got these ideas. I'm overloaded with music, but I'm not doing anything with it. So I went in the studio and I dropped the track Deep South Living. I dropped Time Is Up with DJ Swave and Tuskegee. Shouts out to Tuskegee family. And it's been going kind of popping since then. Been trying to get on. I tried to get on early in the day, but I didn't pursue it. And I think that's one of the regrets I always have. Not pursuing my love for music, not pursuing my love for hip hop, not really trying to get myself out there. I think I could have been quite successful. But all in all, I kept up with it, kept releasing things, kept coming out with albums. It was a bit of a hobby, and it's still a bit of a hobby. It's something that I love doing. So created Back Row Ministry, and it's a movement. It's a ministry. What is my ministry about? Positive living, upliftment, being aware of what's going on around you. This is what the ministry tries to teach. Being aware, be it from the street level, from the Kid Flash persona, which he sees everything from the view of the disenfranchised, the guy on the street that has to pretty much do anything that makes it. That's really where Kid Flash's point of view comes from. Some people think Kid Flash is negative, but he's just really a product of what's been taking place, and he's trying to change. And over the year, we see the evolvement of Kid Flash, but he's still kind of rough around the edges in a lot of places. And then Mr. Motley, the educator, trying to uplift his people, still trying to get people to hear, that hey, got to be very aware of what takes place in the world. Just can't be what takes place in your city or state. Got to be watching what these people are doing, what their plots are, what their plans are, what their schemes are, because they got a lot of them. In the music game, they talk about going to the back room. We talk about giving up gravy. I talk about this in some of the tracks. On the new album, hear another track about signing that contract. You got to remember, some of these contracts you sign, they don't put in all the disclaimers. And you'll hear about that back room if you go on YouTube. I just listened to Ali Vega talking about the back room, and I think some other guys, they tried to get to the back room and it kind of backfired on them. So got to be aware of what's going on in anything you get involved with. There's always something bigger, there's always something bigger going on that we might not know about. And that's pretty much what Back Row Ministry is. I tend to like to put it out there. I say never bought or sold. Not going to be bought, not going to be sold. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be controlled by Clear Channel and some of these other entities who basically don't give a fuck about anybody. They just care about the bottom line. And that's what, I'm pretty much trying to bring light to the people so they can pass on the people who are trying to get into the hip hop game. You don't need Clear Channel. Technology has made it possible for you, if you really work at it, to make a decent living utilizing computers. You just have to put some work in, which I'm learning how to do, so I can start teaching young cats, hey, this is what you need to do. But it's a learning process. It takes some time. Things you might not want to do. For instance, posting videos. I have to get into posting videos and letting people see me. Letting people know that I'm real. Letting people know that it's not all about buy my album, Hey, buy my album. It's not always about that. And getting out of that, but it's a learning process. So yes, I do make music, but yes, I'm a real person. And I need to tell people, okay, what is this about? Because sometimes you might hear my song like, what the hell is Motley talking about? But I'm always dropping something on the subliminal. And sometimes it's just clear and to the point, clear as day. I'm not really gonna hold my tongue. My rap style is my rap style. I don't believe in everybody sound the same like we got going on now. So, it's about bringing variety back to hip hop, and that's one thing I try to do. So, shouts out to everyone who's been following the movement. Keep following the movement. I'm gonna keep trying to crank out good music for you, trying to improve on what I'm doing. But it's about us getting to know each other. So, when you see the videos, drop a comment. Some you don't like, drop a comment. Some you do like, drop a comment. Back Road Ministry, BIM Forever is the new saying. I'm going to be hitting you with BIM Forever all the time. Mr. Maki, signing out.